Earth and said, "Oh, look, see how the lines follow the edge of the continents?" And it looked like it made sense to me. I didn't totally look at it and then analyze it, but it looked like it made sense. And it does. I mean, intuitionally, it makes sense to me that when the Earth grows, and when it grows, it's going to grow out with these certain energy along these certain energy vortexes. So that's one thing. Now I remember one other thing he was talking about. I'm not gonna cut the video off. I'm gonna give myself a couple of seconds. I'm over the time anyways, to try and remember what else was he talking about. That was so interesting. There was the hyperdimensional physics, and then the hyperdimensional. Oh yeah, chakras. Another interesting thing about chakras, and I guess I'll put the other video in it. I'll do that in the other video, in the raw video. Well, no, I'll do it in this video. Our chakras are all correspond to different dimensions too, and they all have different shapes. So, well, yeah, that's enough on that. Man, what was I gonna say? There was something else that he said. I guess I'll just upload another video, part 2, where I talk about what else he was saying. Yeah, so basically everything is alive. And, oh yeah, and he was talking about Atlantis. Like, apparently we found Atlantis too. There's this, somebody found, like, and I saw the photo. If it's a real photo, oh my God. But I guess it was like 1,000 meters below sea level off the western tip of Cuba, which is supposedly where the center part of Atlantis was, and it was like this huge complex that was 20 square kilometers in size. So that's like 4 kilometers, 4.5 kilometers long by 4.5 kilometers wide, 2.5 miles long by 2.5 miles wide, of this complex of pyramids. And they showed like the computer analysis of it with these 2 big walls up and 2 big walls here, and then all these pyramids, kind of like you're looking at like Tikal or something. And there's this big pyramid that they took a photo of that's underwater, that looks exactly like one of the bent pyramids or one of the less angular pyramids in Egypt at the same exact angle. But I mean, to be able to light that much underwater area up, you'd have to have a really powerful light on a really powerful submarine. So I don't know if that's right. Now maybe that's a hoax. I don't see how you could light that much area up. And how could it be that 3,000 feet underneath the surface of the ocean and not break up? Like, how could it just fall like that? It would demolish the pyramid, I would think. But anyways, apparently they found Atlantis, and all these people have seen it and stuff. I don't know. But now he's saying that, there's going to be like a moment of reckoning. It's kind of similar to the rapture, where the earth is going to be in another dimension. And so, well, Ra talks about this. You have service to self, next dimension, service to other. And so you only have to like try to get a certain kinds of person to believe you or whatever. And then they get to go to like, and then the other people have to get recycled in third dimension. But that's actually talking about Ra. Maybe I'll save that for Ra. But my particular idea on that is just to not. I would not approach is not to get tied up on trying to look at other people like, oh, are you like one of the chosen ones? Are you not one of the chosen ones? Because people are subject to act how they were raised to act, and so somebody could be a really good, intelligent person and then be a skeptic. So I guess, I mean, I saw his website, and he has like this little disclaimer, like if anybody says anything slanderous, you're going to be deleted or something like that. Like, I guess that's his approach. I have a different approach. People who say stuff slanderous, that's just how they express themselves. Don't delete what they say. That's just another form of suppression, which is the exact same thing that he preaches against. is how all the new scientists are being suppressed and the media suppresses them and all this stuff. Well, then don't suppress people who want to make comments on your website. That's how they argue. They're idiots. They argue like idiots. I mean, if you want to make people believe you, you can't not let them talk. I would encourage them to say whatever the fuck they want to, and then answer them. And let the people who follow you answer them, not just preach to the choir all over again. But I guess, people have different emotional reasons. Maybe some people, they emotionally get their feelings hurt or something. So whatever, if you need to do to keep your sanity, I guess, do. But that's not my approach. My approach would be just to express yourself and invite anybody to say whatever they want. And, people who are rude and slanderous, they don't say stuff to try to instigate a two-way argument anyways. They're just expressing themselves, and then they leave you alone. And you answer them on the comment page or whatever, and they never talk back to you, And so that's the beautiful thing about doing it publicly on like YouTube and stuff, is that you can actually show how people who are skeptics how they really think. They just go like that, and that's it, and they don't even talk about it. But you can at least show that you're trying to communicate with them again, Like if somebody doesn't like you personally, they'll say something to you, and then they'll turn away and walk away. What's the use of saying anything to them then? Because it's not, even if somebody's watching, it's just like they don't want you to. But on YouTube and on the internet and forums and websites and stuff, invite it. That's where it gets fun, I think, is to answer people. So that's just my opinion. As far as like other dimensions, well, Ra, and this is in another video, but I'll include it in this video. Ra does say that I guess we already are in the fourth dimension right now. And so that's kind of why the Earth is going through so much turmoil, is because we're just getting so jacked with energy and stuff that people are just like, whoa, they're getting their chakras energized with the stuff, and so then it causes an imbalance and they die of cancer. And I'm not saying bad people die of cancer. A lot of smart people die of cancer. I don't know why, but and all that other stuff. So, but he's saying the Earth is going into fourth dimension, and it will cease to be viable for third dimension, which means that the Earth is going to die. Now, why? Not because the Earth is in this, as far as we're concerned, in this world is going to die, but not because of all the pollution we're doing, just because it's going to cook. It's going to overcook. It's going to boil because it's going into this higher energy. Sun's going to cook it, and then we're going to be in the fourth dimension, which is a better Earth where you can, I guess, have more. You can live longer, psychic powers, all this stuff, and all the people who aren't ready for that because they're not advanced enough, they're just going to have to reincarnate on another planet somewhere that is third dimension. Now, how is that going to play out for people in third dimension now? Like, are they going to just burn up and die? Are they going to... Now, my idea is that no, everybody's going to go into the fourth dimension. We're not going to know that we're in the fourth dimension. It's going to be the third dimension for us. There's going to be no... maybe there'll be a pole shift, which will cause like earthquakes and whirlpools and stuff, which will kill people. But then the people will die, and then naturally, or whatever, and then they'll just reincarnate on another planet. And then this planet is just going to have only the cool people reincarnate on it. I know I'm talking out of my ass. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's the way I like it. I like to talk about the hard shit because it's going to provoke somebody who knows more than I do to go, nope, you were wrong on this. And then I go, oh, how was I wrong on this? And how are you? And then you can like grow it and boom, explode it into something that's clearer. Because like I'm a smart guy. Like if I understand something, I can explain it. If I don't understand something, I'll explain it to the level that I understand it. But at least I'm smart enough, and I think that's my gift, that's my power, my X-Man power, is to be able to explain something that I understand. So that's the level that I understand it. And I think I'll stop the video because we're at 40 minutes. And I'll make another video because I'm sure I'll remember stuff that I forgot to say in this video. See, that's how it works. Like, I'm going to get this upload on YouTube. I'm going to be psychically connected to my mind that got crystallized on YouTube. And I'm going to go, oh yeah, I forgot to say that. And then I'll upload another video. It's amazing how it works out. Okay.